Okay guys, welcome back to another Wyatt's Outdoors video. In today's video, I'm going to share you all my hides I got. So, I'll go over what we have and then I'll tell you a little story about each of them. So here, we have a raccoon, or my first raccoon actually. We got a pretty big beaver here. We got a bobcat we shot. We got a coyote here. We got another coyote, another coyote, another coyote. So, first raccoon, like I said, first coyotes actually. These are all our first coyotes. Not our first beaver. We actually caught that beaver there. And that bobcat, that was last year. That was me and my dad's first bobcat. And this is a bobcat I got last year. This was the one that was over there. That was my dad's first one, and this was my first one. I'd like to give a shout out and mostly thank Carpie's Creation for tanning on my hides. I also would like to thank Doug and John for helping me trap the coyotes and the beaver. And I also would like to give out a shout out to Kate Fee from Alaska Proof Lures. I used the one she has, Fool's Gold. It's a really good coyote lure. I use that to catch all these guys. I want to thank my dad too, especially my dad. And I also want to thank my trapping wiener here. He comes out and sniffs all the stuff when we bring him back. Don't you, buddy? Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little story about these. Let's see, which one do I want to start with? We'll start with our raccoon here. This raccoon here, I caught, actually, it was at my cousin's house. We were setting for coyote, and we actually caught 2 raccoons. The other one is at home. I don't have both of them, but we caught 2 raccoons. Actually, caught them one night, and then the very next day we caught another one. So pretty neat, first raccoon, nice one. And then this beaver here, this was a pretty hefty wiener's just sniffing the hides out. But this was a nice beaver. And then coyotes here. Coyote, they have a lot of story on them. So this one here was actually, I'm not sure which one it was, but one of them we actually caught in a cable restraint, which it's different from a snare. So a snare, when a coyote goes through it and they move and they're jerking around, it gets tighter and tighter. And every time they move, it gets tighter and it chokes them out. And it kills them basically right away. The cable restraint it goes around, it'll go on them. It doesn't go around their neck. It mostly goes around their middle body, and it'll get tight, but not super tight that it hurts them. So that way, if we would get somebody's dog by accident, we could let it go. It just gets tight, and they can move around, but it stays on them. It doesn't hurt them. And so one of these we caught with that, and then one of them, it might have been this big one here, we caught with a foothold trap, which is this is actually a fun fact, something that not a lot of people know. The traps we use for coyotes and bobcats, when they get in it, it's almost like a handcuff. So it doesn't break their hand, because we actually caught somebody's dog, and we knew the people, and we caught their dog, and that same day, their dog was running around, because it doesn't break them. It's a handcuff. It just holds them there till we get there, and we euthanize them and kill them. So, and then, which one was it? It was, this one here we caught in a foothold too. So we caught 1 in a snare, 2 in footholds. And now this one here, this is a darker phased one. You can tell from, let's see, this one here. And this has some dark, but this one's really dark. The dark ones are really nice. So this one here, he ain't no more because he's dead. He was running with a really, really big black coyote, almost all black. And when I say big, I'm not kidding. The size of a normal, come here, buddy. The normal size of a coyote, like one of these tracks, is maybe like that. His track was really big, and he was actually running with this one here because there was a smaller track next to it, and we caught this one when there was snow on the ground, and there was a tiny track with it, and then a couple yards away from it there was a bigger track. So they were running with that big one, and probably would have caught that big one if we wouldn't have caught him. So yep, these are all our hides. Once again, I'd like to thank Kate Fee and Alaska Proof Lures. If you guys trap, definitely get some lures from her. I also want to thank Carpie's Creation for tanning all my hides especially. And I want to thank John and Doug and my dad for trapping with me and helping me. So, see you guys later. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video and share with friends. See ya!